everybody. Good morning. Welcome back to Watchman's Health. You know what we're going to discuss today is berberine. Berberine is a supplement, and it's a good overall supplement. It's a natural alkaloid found in several plants, like your golden seal, Chinese goldenrod, and your barberry. It is just a good overall wellness supplement. I put a lot of my patients on when their blood sugars are not out of, they may be pre-diabetic or their cholesterols may be just a little out of whack. We try this along with lifestyle changes. Berberine does so much. First off, it helps reduce inflammation, which we've all know that inflammation, that chronic inflammation is what makes us keep holding on to weight, and it causes those joint pains, that brain fog. We want to get rid of that chronic inflammation. So it helps with that. It helps regulate our blood sugars with the metabolic issues that we have. And it also helps with lowering our cholesterol. Now, it's not going to lower it by 20 points on either side, but it can lower it by a couple of points from what I've seen in the office. Recommend dose is 500 to 1500. I haven't really seen a lot of side effects in the office. So why does it help with these issues? Well, on the cardiovascular side, it helps regulate the lipids, and it helps reduce the triglycerides, which is a great indicator of our cardiovascular health and the inflammation that's in our body. And it does that because it deals with the metabolic syndrome. At a later date, we're going to be talking about metabolic syndrome and how that inflammation in our body plays so much of a role in the diabetes later on, and how we can find 10 to 15 years before anybody's even diabetic. And if we can start treating that naturally beforehand, we can keep you from being diabetic. Most likely, nothing's a promise, but it has effects on the cholesterol. Going back to that, it does lower the cholesterol levels. It also helps raise our HDL. And the HDL is that good cholesterol. What that does is it helps remove the fat from our system. So we want that elevated. We want the LDL low. And this medicine helps with that. It also decreases the liver production of cholesterol. So it inhibits the production of cholesterol in the liver by inhibiting the enzymes HMG and CA. It improves the fat metabolism. In other words, it helps the fat to be metabolized, to get out of our body. That's that fat, that the visceral fat is like what the fat gets around the liver and all those things. It improves the insulin sensitivity. So what it does, it actually slows the glucose production from the liver, and it inhibits the enzyme of the glucogenesis. It inhibits that from being produced. It helps regulate the microbes in our stomach. By doing this, when your insulin level's high floating around in your body, it's because your cells are not absorbing that insulin, and that's why those sugars are so high. This actually helps that process to happen, which is great because that's why it's so good with metabolic syndrome. This is one thing that I would recommend with anybody with PCOS to start or to be on. They can tolerate it and they talk to their doctor about it. Now, there are some people that have talked about berberine helps with weight loss because it boosts the metabolism up and reduces that fat storage, that it can help with weight loss a little bit. An average of 5 pounds, not significant, but 5 pounds. They actually say in obesity medicine, if you lose 10 to 15% of your body weight, you can gain 7 years of your life back. The cardiovascular health, we've already talked about. It has anti-cancer potentials in the good gut health. It can help reduce headaches and GI issues, and it can also have side effects of both. It can actually lower the blood pressure and the blood sugars that traditional medicine would have to be reduced. I don't recommend, if you're on diabetic medication, going off that and going on this, I don't recommend that. This is in conjunction with, or talk to your doctor. Now, if you have any curiosity about this, if it stirred your interest at all, that this may be something that could help you or help somebody you know, contact us at Watchman's Health. We'll be glad to help you. We're taking new patients. Love to work with you. If you have any other questions, look at the link below, you guys, and look forward to seeing you again. God bless.